Hey, Scruffy. Saw you on the mat a few minutes ago. You're a little early tonight, but we don't mind feeding you a little early. It's a warm day, huh? It's starting to get hot. So tomorrow is going to be hot. I'm actually not looking forward to that. Okay. Running away? Okay. Let's see. I gotta get the food on the table. Get the glove. And sit in the chair. Okay, so Scruffy's back. So worried there. Might be running away. He cooperated at lunch. Did better than yesterday, too. So I was a little bit concerned. Maybe I gave him too much food, so since it's early, maybe he's not hungry. Oh yeah, I should point out there's like a exposed piece of skin on Scruffy's neck if you get him to turn his head just the right way. If he looks straight, yeah, I can't get the angle. I was trying to look at it at lunch. I might be able to get a better view at lunch. But yeah, it looks like the skin is a little bit exposed, maybe because the fur has shed off in a clump. Maybe it was a matted section that's fallen off now. Because yeah, there's a piece of fur there. It's a little clumped up behind the exposed skin. I'm wondering, maybe it's because of the mat, or maybe it's because he had a flea there and he's been scratching it. And then maybe he pulled the fur, scratching it too hard. And the skin looks... I thought I saw two little bright dots on the skin, so sign it was maybe a flea bite or something, or some sort of wound. Scruffy doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, but I was trying to get a better look at it. I don't think it's serious, but kind of noticed it at lunch. I can't get the right angle. Every now and then he turns just the right way where I can kind of see the flesh, and I think there were two little red dots in the center. So kind of pink flesh with two little red dot scab type things. So I'm thinking, he might have gotten a flea bite or two flea bites there or something. Or maybe he, with that mat, maybe he was scratching it and tore the fur off. So his hair is pretty long all over, including his neck. And since he can't groom his own neck, I kind of wonder how he can maintain his fur that way. So I'm assuming it has to fall off when he sheds. He has to scratch it off with his claws because he can't get his tongue back there. Unless some other cat's grooming him, which I doubt. And so, to this day, I have not seen any cat that looks like Scruffy in the neighborhood. Although think a few weeks ago, I think it was right, it might have been that same day where Scruffy freaked out. So I didn't talk about it, I think. I don't remember. So I was at the park doing my run, and I saw a brown, kind of a light brown cat in the middle of the field, and I think his fur was medium length. I don't think it was long as Scruffy's, but it was the first time I've seen any cat that had any like passing resemblance to Scruffy. So so longer hair cat with a brownish color. This cat I think was much more brown, and I don't think the fur was as long. And I think it was, I can't remember if it was brown and white. So there was no patterning or anything. Yeah. So I say passing resemblance, and I kind of mean that literally. So he's out in the middle of the field, and I was running, and I could only get a glimpse of him because he was so far away, and then he was moving through the field. So yeah, I didn't get a very good look at him, but yeah, just like a very quick look at him. Kind of initial response is, hey, maybe kind of slightly resembles Scruffy, maybe. But yeah, that's the only cat I've seen that looks, even in the ballpark, with Scruffy. So I went for a short run today. Yeah, it's getting hot, so the forecast has been correct so far. So tomorrow is supposed to be the hottest day, so it keeps increasing in temperature. So today is like kind of borderline. It's kind of starting to get hot, but it's manageable. So if it stayed like this, it'd probably be nice. Or if it stayed like this, maybe a little bit, yeah, or cooled down a couple degrees or something. But it actually looks like it might jump another 10 or more degrees tomorrow. So it's starting to get hot, and then the following days, I think it's supposed to be about the same. But yeah, who knows? Might be hotter. And then it's gonna start reversing slowly, according to the forecast. So tomorrow is gonna be hot, and so I'm planning to stay in tomorrow. And yeah, today's run didn't go so well, but kind of expected that. So yeah, so I was actually feeling a bit of fatigue from the prior two. So the prior run I did, and also the bike ride I did yesterday. So the most I could probably muster today was probably a short run, but even that didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. But I finished, more or less. So yeah, now that I'm pushing my long runs to do the full 5 laps, and I'm feeling the fatigue the following day. So I'm waking up and feeling the. Oops, I'm just grabbing the glove. I'm feeling the. I don't want to say pain, but yeah, it's stiffness and discomfort. so I got to keep doing it, and hopefully I'll get better at it. I'm gonna give Scruffy his food. Okay, let's get food.
Okay.
So I gave Scruffy a flea pill yesterday, so I'm hoping the fleas are gone. His fur looks okay. There was one spot looked like he was grooming, but just keep an eye on him. So let's see. Yeah, I saw Scruffy today at lunch. I think that was it. Yeah, he was actually around the corner, so I waited. I think it was halfway through lunchtime, and I was surprised I hadn't seen him yet. So I came out, and then yeah, as I came out, he walked around the corner. So I think he was enjoying the heat. Didn't want to be cooped up here in the corner. Want a little more exposure to the warmer weather.
Hey, Scruffy. Didn't see ya. It's warming up. Guess you're getting some sun. Okay. Just gonna put your food down. Didn't have to hiss. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put your water down. I'm gonna put the food on the table. I'm gonna get the glove. I'm gonna sit in the chair. Okay. Actually better than yesterday. So yesterday you took a long drink of water first, and then you reluctantly came over and really tried to avoid the pets as long as you could. Today's much better. So it's still a light touch, but not as light as yesterday. Does that mean you want your food? Or are you enjoying the pets now? Oh, there's a firm neck rub. So tonight's dinner is a fresh can of Hearty Cuts with real turkey. And then we got the kibble and the rotisserie chicken scraps. And so quantity-wise, I really like the turkey the most. I think they give you the most quantity for what you pay for. It's more turkey, less gravy. Whereas the smelly fish is more gravy than chicken and fish. So the heat, starting to see more bugs flying around. And that reminds me, yeah, my bike trip yesterday. It was
starting my descent back from the park I go riding at. So one thing I really like about the park is it's basically my trip to the park, to the top. It's basically a completely uphill climb, and then once I hit the top and decide I want to go home, it basically turns into a completely, almost completely downhill trip with a lot of flat areas I gotta bike through. But anyway, as I'm leaving the park, it's a nice gradual downhill, and there was a squirrel that saw me coming a mile away. Scruffy stopped eating. You're still feeding the bowl. Move the balls. Scruffy's too lazy to move the balls himself. He's waiting for me to do it. So there's tons of kibble and turkey in the bowl. Wow, Scruffy gets really lazy when he's full. Feeding him too much. I think those extra lunches are filling him up. But yeah, anyway, I was descending out of the park on my bike, and yeah, squirrel saw me. Not a mile away, but yeah, he saw me in the distance, and he decided he wanted to make sure he crossed the road before I got there. He had plenty of time. But I noticed as he was running across the road, there was a swarm of flies following him. So it kind of reminded me of, I don't know, like Pigpen from Charlie Brown, that dust cloud that always followed him, except instead of a dust cloud, it was a bunch of flies or moths or something. I felt kind of bad for that squirrel. He was running across the road, and he was dashing pretty good speed, and despite that, the bugs were keeping up with him. So they didn't want to leave him alone. And speaking of flies, unless you've seen more flies in the house now, little tiny ones, like fruit flies or something. So I'm putting out some apple cider vinegar, setting a trap to catch them, kill them. So I've done this before. You get a small little bowl, fill it with apple cider vinegar, get some saran wrap or plastic wrap, put it over, punch some small holes in it with a fork or something, and then the flies go in, but they can't get out. And then just put a little dishwashing liquid in the vinegar, so if the flies do land in it, they sink. So it's supposed to, at least with water, it's supposed to break surface tension so the flies can't safely land on the water. So I think it works with apple cider vinegar as well. So Scruffy left a bunch of pieces of kibble, so I don't think he's that hungry tonight. It's probably too early and I fed him too much. Oh well. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.